It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cincinnati Bengals. And it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Banked by the Ohio River and the city's abundance of hills. We're at Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over, have seen a lot at this point in their career, and been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience is stored up there right between the ears. And the one who is more skilled at leveraging that experience, more than likely is going to come away with the win.
Jake Elliott is out ready to kick this one away. And away we go in Cincinnati. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. They're led out by a motivated player coming off an injury, one of the game's great young QBs, Joe Burrow.
I think it's fair to say, Kate, the only thing that has slowed down Joe Burrow in his NFL career is that injury bug. Just like in his rookie year, major injury to that wrist a season ago got in his way. This guy is so smooth, so calm, so poised. He didn't let the injury in his rookie year affect him. Remember the next year they went to the Super Bowl? And those Bengals were sure hoping.
And he's going to score! Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals take a 6-0 lead right away. One snap in, and this offense as efficient as they could be, partner, and looking very dangerous to begin this ball game too.
Yeah, you know, it's one thing for coaches to tell us in our production meetings they want to be a quick strike offense, got to be explosive. But they put that talk into action. One play from scrimmage, one touchdown, and one massive statement sent across the field.
That one splits the uprights, and they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by a QB coming into his 5th NFL season out of Oklahoma. It's Jalen Hurts.
Kate, this is one of those situations where a quarterback has just got to say to himself, poised. Be poised. Yeah, your team just gave up a big blow on the other side, and you don't have to get it all back in one play like they just did. You got to go out there with poise to do your job and go lead your team.
And he could only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
That's caught by A.J. Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles, well, they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it gets started.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a pickup of 26. And that's good for an Eagles first down. You're set up at the 35 now. First down, a run with Barkley. Room to run inside the 20. And he's finally hauled down at the 12. It's a gain of 22. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. And because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that.
And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Bails out of the pocket, and he scores! It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles finish off their opening drive. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown! Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down, and when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
That one right down the middle. And we're all tied up. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Bengals all set to go for their second drive. Well, Brock, it only took them 1 play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll run here. It's Zach Moss who gets it. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Tight end reels in the shallow throw, and he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
The Bengals send out the punting unit. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And the Eagles will take possession. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Second and 6 coming up here. From the 27. He's got Devontae Smith. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and there aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Blast through midfield. And he's finally hauled down at the 43. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
That is textbook RPO right there, Kate. Quarterback's decision-making comes quick off the snap. And that back, you know that he's already looking for those lanes before the ball's even in his belly. Before that defense can adjust to the run, he hits that second level.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. They go to Barkley again. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets a good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Couldn't connect with Dallas Goedert. And that means 3rd down coming up.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia first down. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he only gets this one down to the 9. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. We're back and excited to start the second. Eagles in a nice spot to put up points. He's got it, room to run. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little game.
And he scores! It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles take a second quarter lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown! They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop him either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. That one splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Bengals 7.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. They've stalled out since that first touchdown, Brock, while their opponents have done the opposite. They've heated up, and their original 7-point lead, now a deficit of 7. 1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Burrow out of the shotgun. Completes this one to Chase. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. To throw again, it's Burrow. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. He can't hang on to the pass. So 2nd down coming up.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Up the gut, they go with Moss. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Burrow from the gun. And down he goes. The Eagles got him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Running out of the gun with Moss. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Working inside the red zone. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the two defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Burrow. This one taken in by Chase. And he's going to score! Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
That one right down the middle. And we're all knotted up. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They gotta give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Here's another carry for Barkley. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Able to get it to Barkley. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
And not much doing. He stopped quickly. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. We're to the 2-minute warning from the jungle. The Eagles would take the lead with a score. Second down now, 7 to go. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That won't be caught outright, it's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended target. So that brings them to 3rd down. Throwing here, Hurts. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. The Bengals and Jamar Chase about to take over on offense once again. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. 1st down, Burrow to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's tackled for a short gain.
There's no route on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Burrow setting to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw, Burrow. He lofts it deep left. Trying to float that one in, and defender's there for the interception. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And the Eagles take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. That's one of the longest throws we have or probably will see in this contest, partner. Too bad it wound up in the hands of the defense on the interception.
It is so easy to marvel at the sheer amount of distance he threw that football. But can we also take a step back and marvel about the amount of distance covered by that defender? He had to stick in coverage 50 yards down the field, and that's not just it. It's not even about getting there. Once you get there, you got to make the play. He did it. That is job well done.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. Completes this one to Jahan Dotson. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They've got first down from the 31. Now Hurts. Barkley's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
From the 23. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Von Bell takes it away. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, kid. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought that defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
The Bengals with 1 final possession now in our opening half. Backed up this far and with such little time left, Brock, you gotta imagine they're just gonna kneel this out. T. Higgins, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
3rd down, here's Moss. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Their punter making his way out now. And he'll try to have his 2nd punt top his 1st one. Got 46 on his 1st punt, and this one's pushing a little more distance. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And hardly any time remaining for them in this game. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. Lucky that didn't end as an interception. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Back to throw it. He's going deep. He's got it inside the 10. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. We've reached halftime of what's been an entertaining one so far. 14-all is our score. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Eagles and A.J. Brown getting set for another look on offense here. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Barkley trying this up the gut. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
That's into the hands of Barkley. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
To the ground with Barkley. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. He's been a fixture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one in the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that everyone's happy with.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Now Barkley. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the pistol, Hurts. Buys time, rolling right. He's running with it. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
A give to Barkley. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. And what a risk, but he can't hang on. No interception, but nearly a turnover in the end zone.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here's Hurts. Down he goes. The Bengals got to him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting? I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. So now here comes the Bengals on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. On first down, here's Burrow. Got his target, it's Higgins. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Second and 4. Has the connection to Jones. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get games like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Running on second with Moss. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. He puts some air under this one, deep right. Oh, and he can't follow through. He had the deep shot for a moment, Brock, but he bobbled it and drops it.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in. Oh, those linebackers. Those linebackers. They seem to be in the thick of every play and some of the quickest reaction times out there. He needed a quick reaction there to get a finger on the throw. It changed its direction.
On third down, here's Burrow. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Darius Slay has it. And the Eagles get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. And they're set up well inside of enemy territory. They've got a short field after that pick. New set of downs for him at the 38. On the handoff, it's Barkley. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Hurts. Dumps it off to his running back. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Hurts to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, then completions follow.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Dotson now in motion right. Second down. Hurts throwing again. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. Von Bell takes it away. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Bengals football, and they know what they need to do, trailing here in the 4th. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Burrow to the air now. And he's brought down for a loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Moss with another carry. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. He gets 6 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
A lot of times when we'll see defenses get so overcommitted to defending that inside run, they're vulnerable to the outside toss. And that's when things open up, and you can reset those downs.
From the gun, a give to Brown. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Out of the shotgun, Burrow has some daylight through the 40. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Throwing is Burrow. Got a man, it's Gesicki. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Now a give up the middle to Moss. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
Burrow from the gun. Fires right away, but incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Burrow throwing again on 2nd and 10. This one taken in by Chase. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in-cut and make the catch.
On him quick, and they bring him down. And that sack going to cost them some yardage.
You know, we do enough of these games, Kate, and I am a big fan of creativity. And the QBs today are some of the best to ever do it. But that's a situation where you got to know on first down, it's not time to be creative, especially if you feel the heat coming defensively. Just find a way to throw that sucker in the first row.
To the edge of the end zone. Oh, it's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. He'll throw it. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Had that one, but just couldn't see it through. And that forces them to 4th and goal.
You know, anytime you see a player tapping his chest, I'm not a great lip reader, but I know exactly what that says. My bad. My fault. Quarterback delivers him a good ball. He knows that's one he should have caught.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And in the 4th quarter, that's going to tie the game!
After I'd imagine dozens and dozens of kicks into that net on the sideline staying warm, Kate, he finally gets his chance to knock a field goal through the uprights. And of course, he wasn't going to whiff on that opportunity.
Returning it from the 4. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's Smith on the slant. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
You know, Kate, years ago, my old high school receiver and I got together for a football camp. I could still close my eyes and throw him that slant. We've done it millions of times. You get a QB receiver connection like that, it's dynamite.
1st down, a run with Barkley. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. They'll set up the screen. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Looking to throw. Has a man, it's Brown. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That 100-yard mark, it's as coveted by receivers as it is by running backs, and he's now reached it with that last catch. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Eagles in range for a game-winning score. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. They're going to run with Barkley. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Second chance at 6 here. It's second and goal. They'll try again with Barkley. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. The final timeout taken by the Bengals. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down. Throwing now. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
One is good! And they're going to take the lead inside the final minute!
You know what I love about that, Kate? He didn't shrink from the spotlight. He seized the moment, made it his own. And that kick might just win them this game.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. This return makes it up to the 25. The Bengals and Joe Burrow all set to take over. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Looking to throw it. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. Here he is to throw. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
Well, I'll tell you this, Kate, that's we got to be on the same page with one another and get both ends of the play right to execute, both the protection and ultimately completing that ball. They certainly want that play call back.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Darius Slay has it. And the Eagles make the play that should win them this game. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on fourth and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
And he's going to take a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And they got the field goal when it mattered most, and that kicked the difference in the game and what lets them leave here with a victory. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.